Hi, it's your movie pal Matthew Porter with a special Drafthouse Diary recorded on Thursday, June 13th, 2024. And this is to react to some big news about the Alamo Drafthouse. As was widely reported on June 12th, the Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas has been purchased by Sony Pictures Entertainment. I can summarize my own reaction to this as cautiously optimistic. Since about 2020, when the Alamo filed for bankruptcy protection, the Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas has been owned by two private equity firms, as well as by co-founder Tim League. Reports are that the Alamo Drafthouse will continue to be run by its current CEO, who will also be in charge of a new division at Sony, Sony Pictures Experiences, and will report to the president and COO of Sony Pictures Entertainment. So why am I cautiously optimistic about this change? While the Alamo is still by far my favorite theater chain, and I'm still a very happy paying season pass customer, I have noticed over the last few years, and I've observed here in my Drafthouse diaries, that the Alamo has run into problems recently. Problems across the board in terms of customer service, marketing and communications, facilities, lots of areas. These have been small problems, to be sure, but every one of them chips away at that Alamo experience, that Alamo customer satisfaction that I think is one of the Alamo's biggest assets. Of course, some problems are complicated by the structure of a business like the Alamo Drafthouse, where many of its theaters are not owned or operated by the parent company, but by franchisees. And that means that when those franchisees run into trouble, there can be problems that the parent company cannot address or remedy, at least not right away. For example, see last week's announcement about the 5 Alamo Drafthouse theaters in northern Texas suddenly closing because the franchise holder ran into financial trouble. That said, I think that if the Alamo Drafthouse Cinemas had remained under the ownership of private equity, the kinds of problems that I've observed in recent years would have worsened and multiplied. I'm hopeful that a new owner with more money to spend and a bigger long-term interest in the movie business is going to be able to address these problems and others, is going to be able to save the Alamo and make it better and better over time. I think that's more likely to happen under Sony than under private equity ownership, which is typically more interested in cutting costs and increasing profits in the short term. And sure, there are risks and concerns. Will ownership by Sony, a movie company, affect Alamo's programming? Will it affect its ongoing support for indie movies and vintage movies? Will Alamo's leadership being part of a new division at Sony distract and dilute from a focus on maintaining the Alamo and the Alamo experience? I'm going to be alert for changes, good and bad, and I'm going to report on them from the ground level, from the seat level, as a frequent moviegoer. And I'll let you know about them here in the Drafthouse Diaries. But for now, I'm feeling pretty positive, and I am hoping for good days ahead for the Alamo Drafthouse.